The King has completed one of his toughest missions yet and brought the Impossible Whopper to K-Man. The Impossible Whopper, just like the regular Whopper, but made from plants. Brand new on island and only at Burger King. 7 Mile Beach, Waterfront, Walker's Road, and Red Bay.
The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect those of Star 927, its affiliates, or sponsors. Live from the...
And good afternoon and welcome to Straight Talk. This is your Drive at 5 show and I am Catherine Tyson, your host. How are you guys doing this afternoon, this beautiful Tuesday afternoon in the beautiful Cayman Islands? Hope you guys are well and you've had a great day and you're well on your way either in the thick of traffic or just starting out, or maybe you're on another shift, who knows? But either way, today is coming to a close. It's Tuesday and I'm just happy to be alive. So welcome, and thank you so much for joining me on the show this afternoon. A couple of little things before we get into some hot topics today. Always set a high value on spontaneous kindness. He whose inclination prompts him to cultivate your friendship of his own accord will love you more than one whom you have been at pains to attach to you. Wow, isn't that something? So, when somebody is reaching out to you to be a friend, it's always of a different value than when you're, going out of your way trying to find friends. You find yourself doing that, then kind of look at the people that are in your corner that already enjoy your company, that reach out to you. And I always say that yesterday I was talking about some of the things that we can do in 2021 to make it the best year ever. And one of those things was call a friend. And then yesterday evening I was thinking to myself, you know what? Sometimes it seems like the phone does not work both ways. So to rephrase that, you call a friend, you call people, but you know what? If people are calling you and you're not returning their calls, like remember, it works both ways. So sometimes we sit in our lives and we're like, you know what? I want to call so-and-so, but then that person's never returning your call. But then there'll be people that are calling you, but you never you're not the person that picks up the phone to call them. So in order to get a friend, you gotta be a friend, right? To get a friend, you gotta be a friend. Okay, so that to me is a really great idea. Also, it's easy to tell a friend what he or she wants to hear. A polite acquaintance can do that. But to tell that friend what he or she needs to hear, but maybe won't like, is the price of admission for being and having a friend. Are you willing to pay the price when necessary and to do it with great tact and tenderness? If so, you are worthy of the name friend. Now, isn't that interesting? Because it's so true. Not everybody will tell you the truth, right? Not everybody is willing to basically, tell you the things that you don't want to hear. And we're always very, very careful with our friends. But if we're not telling our friends the truth, sometimes we are a hindrance to them. We're not really helping them. So don't just be that friend that's agreeing with everything to make somebody feel happy, but to really be honest with them. If they're not on track, if they're going wrong, if they've done something, especially if they've done something to offend you. And if someone just stops calling you all of a sudden, or stops coming around, or stops doing whatever it was they were doing, that you started to notice it, maybe you want to check out what the reason is. Maybe you want to check out and find out, did I do something? And be open for what you're going to hear, right? So always kind of be on track with what you're doing. Like check your own behavior, watch your own behavior, pay attention to yourself, look for ways to improve yourself, not just think that, I'm fine, everything is fine. No, maybe there are some areas in your life, areas with your behavior that you could very well, learn from or improve. So don't ever be afraid of that. So to have a friend, just be a friend. I love that. I think that's very, very, very good advice. And we could all take it on board and definitely look at making 2021 the best year ever, and trying to be the best ever that you can be, because that is so important, right? Okay, so today we're going to chat a little bit about some topics that's going on. The vaccine is on the minds of everybody. So we see on the front page of the newspapers today that the premier is has been taking his vaccine shot, and so he's urging the residents to collectively once again come together to do the right thing and get vaccinated and protected against the virus. And that's what he was saying at the press conference. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that. 9433700. I would love to hear from you this afternoon. Would love for you to weigh in on that subject for sure, about the vaccine. I'm sure we all feel we have our own thoughts about it. But that was at the press conference, and just talking about the national COVID-19 vaccination program, and he actually took the first vaccine. So in a direct challenge to those persons who questioned this and other vaccines, otherwise known as anti-vaxxers, the premier had this message: today, going forward, we have this opportunity again with this vaccine, but I'm afraid that the doubters are again raising their heads and creating unnecessary fear and concern around the safety of the vaccines. We did not let the doubters win last time, and I implore you to not let them win this time. This is the words from the premier. He pointed out to his own decision to be vaccinated today. The governor, the minister, and other elected members, as well as senior doctors, took the vaccine this morning because we know it's safe and we know it's the right thing to do. So, look at that, right? So that's good, that the leaders are kind of setting the stage for that. And that would be something that suggested that everybody takes. And obviously it's kind of connected to I think quarantine and different things. So what are your thoughts on that? 9433700. The health minister said it was the light at the end of the tunnel. The Honorable Minister of Health, Dwayne Seymour, appealed to residents to get the COVID-19 vaccine. And he said, it's not a cure-all, but it's the light at the end of the tunnel for Cayman and its battle against the COVID-19 pandemic. So he's proudly joined this life-saving campaign with the island's first batch of COVID-19 vaccines being administered, having taken his first one as well. And so everyone in the community is asked to come forward when it's open to your category. Yes, and so the governor is advising against the vaccine misinformation. The HE Governor Martin Roper praised the British government for providing the vaccine free of cost to the overseas territories, with Cayman being one of the first in line to receive the drug. It's expected that other vaccines will be added to the list once they are approved, and he stressed that the number of people taking the vaccine will have an impact on future supplies. So 9,750 doses arrived on January the 4th and is already being administered. So there you go. What are your thoughts on that? 9433700. Obviously, it affects us all. So that is one of the things that's on the list today to talk about for sure. Also, looking at the tourism product, and cruises are not on Cayman's radar. The premier actually said also it's not on the radar at all at this stage. Honestly, he doesn't see cruise tourism resuming on any sort of significant level before next year. And that's an unequivocal declaration from the Honorable Premier Alden McLaughlin. And that's taken Cayman off the cruise itinerary for this year at least. The cruise ship business is not really within our contemplation at this stage. And the global multi-billion-dollar cruise industry has been struggling to regain its footing after being quite literally crippled by the COVID-19. During 2020, the pandemic caused a series of high-profile incidents of onboard outbreaks of the disease and deaths, especially with the saga of the Diamond Princess in Japan, as well as ships being barred from entering ports out of safety concerns. The pressure on board ship was also felt and share with countries having to treat seriously ill passengers in local medical facilities or arranging for them to be evacuated back to their home countries. And Cayman, as we all know, was not immune from those situations, having had one cruise passenger die from COVID-19 complications after being transferred from a vessel and also closing its port to cruise ships. So, good decision there. That is something that we will have to consider, right? I know I was an avid cruiser. I mean, years ago, I've gone on many cruises, and it's something that I've thought very strongly about these days. Like, no, that's okay, thanks. Because that is where a whole mass of people are, and putting yourself in that situation, like thousands of people on board, and you'll find them at breakfast and lunch and all around the cruise. And it was a great vacation, kind of idea, or great vacation opportunity when you had a family. Very economical as well as just just all of the activities and stuff that everybody could enjoy, but a big mass of people. So I think we do have to get back to normal before that becomes a norm again. So yeah, that's something. If there's anything on your mind this afternoon, 943-3700, call us. Straight Talk. I would love to talk with you. This is your Straight Talk Drive at 5 show, and this is Catherine Tyson, your host, and just lovely to be back with you in this beautiful January of a new year, 2021. We're off to a great start, and just the opportunity to just create the life that you want and set it up and look at making plans, for what the next 6 months look like, what the end of year looks like, and give yourself these 12 months. So here are your revelations and resolutions opportunity for 2021. Wouldn't that be like really amazing for you to just kind of hone in on that right now? That'd be good. All right. So yesterday we spoke with the people from Cayman Enterprise City, and they were talking about a business design competition. And it was a call out for all creative business ideas or exciting side hustles that you might have been doing or dreaming of getting off the ground, and inviting all problem solvers, big thinkers, go-getters, creative individuals, and entrepreneurs like you, if you are one of those people, to take part in the inaugural Cayman Islands Business Design Competition with Launch Labs by Enterprise Cayman. So Enterprise Cayman is on a mission to develop engaging programs that provide individuals and growing businesses with the support and opportunity to develop new products, services, and businesses. We're providing a platform where innovators can connect and offering a welcoming business environment that fosters innovation, a place where individuals and local businesses and global ventures can thrive. All right, so what's it all about? The business design competition begins in January. Right now, we're in January. The deadline to apply is the 31st of January at 5 o'clock, and with a series of programs and events. Participants will be asked to submit an application by the end of January, and 10 successful projects will be invited to take part in training sessions and workshops based on design sprint exercises. And after the workshop is complete, competitors will be given 1 month to streamline their project and work with professional project advisors before presenting their final project to the judges at the end of March 2021. Participants may compete as individuals or as teams. The admission is free and open to Cayman Islands residents over the age of 18. So the deadline to apply will be January 31st, and on the 8th of February, the finalists will be announced, and then they're going to do the breakout sessions in February, and they're going to do a design weekend, and that's where they're going to do prototypes and testing, and a series of business-focused workshops, and then they're going to do the pitch and test day, and then there's an awards dinner and social event, and the grand prize is $10,000 US to the winner of this. So get involved and go to Cayman Enterprise City's website to apply. All right, so go check that out. You can go to it's www.designsprintcayman.com, or email them at innovate@designsprintcayman.com. And just look at trying to get involved. Oh my goodness, I think that's really good. I come up with all kinds of ideas. 3 o'clock in the morning, this is going to work, that's going to work, and sometimes it makes sense at 6 a.m., sometimes it doesn't. But the ones that make sense might be the ones that I might be able to try. Who knows? But definitely, if you are creative or innovative and you've come up with a problem, you've seen a problem, right? So there's been a problem that you've seen, and you've been a part of, and you said, you know what would solve that? I bet you if we did this, that would solve that. Well, it sounds like you might very well be an innovative problem solver, or an innovative thinker, and you might have the solution to a problem. So if you, in fact, that's you, you should go ahead and check out this competition. So check it out at designsprintcayman.com and see if you might be able to enter with your idea. And they actually help you flesh it out. So that's what the workshops are for, and that's how they end up choosing the final people. So it'll be 10 finalists, and then the winner gets 10,000 US dollars. I think that's really, really good. I don't know if any of you saw the movie called The Jerk. It's a very, very old movie. It was with Steve Martin, the comedian Steve Martin, and he came up with this idea. It was about some glasses. I think how the glasses, I don't know what it was, if it didn't stay on your face or something. And he had this little thing for the middle of your nose, and he became a millionaire off of this project because everybody wanted it, and it ended up with people being cross-eyed because they kept looking at the thing in the middle of their face. So your eyes just kept like going towards that thing. So not that idea, but there are some ideas that we could just flesh out and say, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So what are some of the problems that you might have seen, and then there's a solution to that, right? There's one I was thinking the other day. When you open wine, you open the wine from the cork, and then it just gets swollen, and you can't close it back. And so like maybe that's an idea. How do you close that back? How do you keep that wine fresh? I don't know. It was just a thought. I have a couple of others, but I'm not going to share it because you guys are going to go and apply for this thing. Y'all going to win because of my idea. So I'm going to try to keep that close to my chest. But yeah, check it out. It's definitely very, very interesting. All right. Some community notices this afternoon too. There is a Chamber of Commerce business workshops. The Chamber is hosting a workshop entitled Immigration Work Permits. It'll be held on January the 14th. It's a 4-hour course and intended to detail the full range of options under which a non-Caymanian can lawfully engage in gainful occupation in the islands. You can go ahead and check out their website, caymanchamber.ky, for more information on that. Check that one out. On 16th of January, the young adults between the ages of 18 to 30 are invited to join the peer-led Breaking Barriers support group. It's a safe environment for those struggling with stress and mental health difficulties. The event is free to attend with no commitment required and takes place every Saturday from 12:30 to 2 at the Georgetown Public Library. And it's on the 3rd floor in the breakout room. And there are free gift vouchers available to attendees from community sponsors, and light snacks and beverages will be provided. So visit the alexpantonfoundation.ky, and it's a /support. Okay, so that's the Alex Panton Foundation. It's Breaking Barriers. So 18 to 30, if you are struggling with stress and mental health difficulties, this is peer-led Breaking Barriers support group. So that's actually really good. So if you are in need of something like that, or you know someone who is, go ahead and let them know, and you can check it out on the website alexpantonfoundation.ky, and it will be taking place starting on the 16th of January, but it will go on every Saturday from 12:30 to 2. That's an excellent thing. So go ahead and definitely, if you are in need of support or you know someone who is. Every Saturday, 12:30 to 2 at the Georgetown Public Library on the 3rd floor is where you can get that free support, right? The culinary event of the year is going to be January the 15th to the 17th, and it sounds quite exciting. So check that out. It's going to be at the Ritz-Carlton, and it's a lot of different things happening during that week. You can go to KaymanCookout.com and check that out as well, right? So if you're interested in plastic-free Cayman stuff, it's a monthly community cleanup coming up on the 16th of January, and the cleanup is going to be at 8 o'clock a.m. 2 locations to choose from: Barker's Beach or East End, and everybody is welcome. So bring a reusable water bottle, hat, and gloves if you have them. So if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and check that out. National Gallery free guided tour. Sorry, that's the 19th of January, and this show is a solo show by Horacio Esteban, and it's on January 19th from 12 to 1:30. And you can contact education@nationalgallery.org.ky or call them at 945-8111. So that should be very, very nice. Alchemy is what the show is called, and that just sounds really, really interesting. So go ahead and check that out. And also on the 24th of January, there's a Botanic Park Family Fun Day, and you can, a great opportunity to go see the Botanic Park and just enjoy that with the family, and not expensive. So yeah, lots of really good things happening. I know to families who are interested in doing things with their children, sometimes you say there's nothing to do in Cayman. There is so much to do. There's so much to do. Go and check out, just pick up a newspaper and look for community events, and there's so many free things to do as well. Not everything costs a lot of money, so you should definitely check that out and go and have some good times with the family. I think the Botanical Park is such a beautiful place. It's beautiful, and if you take like a little backpack with some stuff in it, little Capri Sun, a couple of bags of chips or whatever, cookies, and just walk and enjoy the beautiful nature and take photos and relax and rest. It's really nice. Very, very nice. So you should definitely try to find places on our island to check out. Also, I talk about East End a lot because it's such a beautiful place to just visit and drive and have, just all your stress is just dropping off as you drive in the eastern direction. By the time you get there, it's so beautiful. The blowholes are beautiful. Majestic, I'll call it, and just to spend time with nature and to just enjoy yourself and enjoy your island, and just to just appreciate where you are in your life right now, and you're alive and you're well, and take a friend, right? My suggestion is to work to live, not live to work, right? Work to live, not live to work. So don't forget to live. Don't forget to enjoy your life and to enjoy the people around you that you love, and spend time with them. So don't just not let life be all about, just work and home, but to really try to enjoy your your downtime. So sleep a little later on Saturday morning if you have to, or Sunday morning. Take some time for meditation. Take some time to walk and to know your community, know your neighbors, and take care of yourself. So lots of good things coming up for you to definitely check out for sure. All right, so register to vote. We talk about that all the time. The upcoming general elections will take place on Wednesday, the 26th of May, And to be able to vote, you must register by 20th of January 2021. Your vote is your choice, but I'll say your vote is your voice, right? Your vote is your voice and your vote is your choice. So register today. If you have not registered to vote and you've never voted in an election and you are 18 and above, you have until the 20th of January. So you got 8 days to get yourself together and let your voice be heard. Your vote is your voice. All right, so register to vote. If anyone is interested in some free mulch from recycled Christmas trees will be available at the cricket grounds next to the farmers market in Georgetown for a public collection on Saturday, the 23rd of January, starting at 8 a.m. All right, so if you want some free mulch, it will be at the farmers market in Georgetown. It'll be next to the farmers market. It's at the cricket grounds, and that will be not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, starting at 8. So if you're interested, you can contact the DEH at 949-6696 or email dehcustomerservice@gov.ky. That's free mulch to put on your plants or to use for your yard. It smells beautifully, and it also keeps your plants nice and moist, and it's really good for your garden. So go ahead and pick that up, some free stuff from all those Christmas trees that have been thrown out. I took mine out of a box this year, so mine will not be one of those, but definitely go ahead and check that out. All right, so COVID-19 vaccination clinics. Their vaccinations are free, available for persons in stage 1, and this includes residents and staff of institutional facilities aged 70 plus, people age 70 plus, healthcare workers, first responders, frontline staff dealing with incoming travelers, and it'll be available Wednesday, 13th of January from 9 to 12 at the North Side Clinic, Thursday, 14th of January from 9 to 2 at the Cayman Islands Hospital Flu Clinic, Friday, 15th of January from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Bordentown Clinic, Tuesday, 19th of January from 9 to 12, Bordentown Clinic, Wednesday, 20th of January from 9 to 12, Cayman Islands Hospital Flu Clinic again, and Thursday, 21st of January from 9 to 12, West Bay Clinic, and Friday, 22nd of January from 9 to 12 noon at the East End Clinic. So there you have it. You have opportunities to get your COVID-19 vaccinations if you fall into the stage 1 Group A of the National Vaccination Plan. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with more Straight Talk, your Drive at 5 show. Please stay tuned. Oh my God. Oh. And welcome back to Straight Talk. This is Catherine Tyson. This is your Drive at 5 show. And of course, I would love for you to call me at 943-3700 because I am flying solo today. And it would be really nice to have a co-pilot since I am flying solo. So 943-3700 if anything is on your mind this afternoon. Okay, for sure. Today is hot topics, so let's talk about some hot topics. Hot topics. Hot topics. It's gonna be hot. All right. So we are optimistic. The premier says about the March border reopening. Okay, so there you go. For those of you who are wondering, we're kind of excited about that. In the New Year message, the premier, Mr. Honorable Alden McLaughlin, said that Cayman appears to be on track for the reopening of its borders in March, and pointing to the arrival of COVID-19 vaccines on island in early January, followed by the anticipated rollout of a national vaccination plan. He said a gradual reopening beginning in March remains the plan. By March, we hope to have successfully vaccinated and protected a sufficiently large number of our population, including all of those at most risk. If we achieve that target, we should be able to open our borders once again. All right, so vaccination is connected to the opening of those borders. So those of you who are wondering, that's what some of the requirements will be. Yeah, for sure. All right. Okay, so let's see. The voter numbers increase now as the May election nears. So Cayman currently has 1,014 more voters on its electoral roll than it had for the 2017 general election, according to the latest statistics from the elections office. That's really good, 1,014 more. The current official list of electors dated the 1st of January 2021 includes 22,241 electors compared to the 21,227 who had registered to vote in time for the election 4 years ago. So the election offices noted in a press release that between the 2nd of October last year and the 5th of January this year, it had received 345 voter registration forms and 259 change of details forms. And the deadline for registering to vote in Cayman on May 26th is January 20th. So that's the deadline to register for voting is January 20th. So the elections office staff will be available to register potential voters at a number of supermarkets on selected days as the deadline approaches. So 1,000 more, and I don't know, another 1,000 to go. So if you have not registered to vote, we are imploring you, get out there and register to vote, because what did I say? Your vote is your voice. Okay, so it's your choice, but it is your voice. All right, let's see. Medical waste is found on beaches. So people, be careful when you're on those beaches. Be careful of the syringes that might be out there. Apparently there's been some syringes, vials of blood and all kinds of stuff. Just be very careful when you're walking. Just, look around, look down, make sure that you are keeping yourself safe, because we're out there having fun and enjoying our beautiful beaches and our beautiful islands, and people are just doing foolishness, and people need to stop with the foolishness and just stop with foolishness, period. It's 2021. Stop doing foolishness with your body, with just risking your life and just making things harder for yourself in the long run, and then making it harder for just regular people who are trying to have a good time. You're out there with your children and you want to be safe, then instead you got some foolishness you got to look out for. I think the word of the day is foolishness. Stop the foolishness, right? So just take care of yourself. Okay, another thing, opposition leader is calling for the speaker's removal. We all know that, right? So we know that we've heard a lot about the opposition kind of having some real discussions in the House about that. Called for opposition leader Arden McLean called for House Speaker Makiva Bush's removal from his post, and just basically it's not any fun going on now. So In a statement, the opposition leader, Arden McLean, said no member of parliament should be allowed to remain in a publicly funded position following a guilty conviction, much less one involving violence against women. So this is a formal position that's taken by the opposition. So, yep, so there's that's going on as well. So lots of things on our minds definitely this afternoon, and just if you guys have some thoughts on that, 9433700 for sure. All right, the DEH had a waste removal campaign, and it was in 2020, and it was a success. And you might have recognized or seen on the side of the road that all of the materials that was collected from the communities. So the Department of Environmental Health collected tons of materials during its bulk waste campaign in 2020, and the types of materials collected were varied, and scrap metal, derelict vehicles were sorted, separated from other general waste. And overall, the DEH teams, supported by the NICE project, collected all manner of old household goods, furniture, vegetation, derelict vehicles, scrap metal, wooden construction, DIY, garbage from the districts of Grand Cayman and the Sister Islands. And DEH wishes to inform the public that there may remain small isolated piles of materials left by persons. At this time, the department is still in the process of identifying and clearing up these normally scheduled rounds. They continue to advise the public to refrain from disposing of waste in this way, as the collection campaign has now ended, and this can be considered littering. So there's no more of that. So don't go dropping your waste at these locations anymore, because the campaign is over. It has been a very challenging year for everyone, and very happy with the teams and the challenges for the DEH, and grateful to the residents who helped make the process as smooth as possible. So if you need additional information, obviously you can just call the DEH department. That number is 949-6696, and you can also email them once again at DEH Customer Service for more information if you're interested in that. Okay, so so thank you also to the Department of Environmental Health. We appreciate that. Just whenever that happens during the year, that you're able to just take your waste to those locations and know that they're going to be picked up. That's very good. I mean, those guys work. They work so hard, and you don't even see them sometimes. You just know that you put it there and then it's gone. And it's not little fairies doing it. So, like as in magic, as what I'm referring to. It's not like, little magicians. So we really should appreciate that all through Christmas, with the packages and the Christmas present papers and all of the food and the waste items, just dumping it in the garbage, and then miraculously we get up one day and it's clean. Doesn't happen by magic. So thank you all so much for that hard work that you put in for us, kind of day in, day out, week in, week out. Thank you so much for that. When you see those guys, tell them thank you. Appreciate them. I don't know if any of you left any little bottles of wine or a little gift for your sanitation workers. If you have it, you still can, because it's really just to thank them for the hard work that they do. I remember I had trained a group of workers during this time, and they were saying, "Oh, yeah, well, nobody doesn't think that what we do is important." I said, "Really? So imagine if you didn't do what you did for a whole week. Imagine if you didn't do what you did for 2 weeks. Imagine if you didn't do what you did for 3 weeks. We'd literally have a national emergency. Just imagine if none of our waste was collected and discarded of properly on our 22-mile island. What condition would we be in? And would we be healthy? Would it be safe for our children, for ourselves, for our families? Absolutely not. So what they do is very, very important. I always say that whatever anyone does is very, very important. And I know some people like to think the CEO is the most important. The CEO is important, but so is everyone else in between, right? So always remember to value the people that just work and work and work for us, and they don't even ask for a thanks, and they don't expect a thanks, but to get to hear a thanks feels really good. So just remember that always. Okay, so the Health Services Authority surveys, the Cayman Islands Health Service Authority has boosted its patient experience measurement by implementing automated real-time surveys after each patient encounter. So patients will receive a phone call from a 946-8600 within 24 to 48 hours of service with an automated voice asking them to answer some brief questions about their most recent visit to any HSA location, including Faith Hospital and district health centers. If a patient cannot be reached by phone, they'll be contacted via email from Connect Survey at surveynrc.com. So these custom surveys will specify the patient's name and department where the patient care took place, and both surveys take 5 minutes or less to complete. So in other words, don't say I don't have time for that. Like, do the survey so that you can get the best service possible. So if you had great service, great. If you didn't have such great service, let it be known. Just so that's what's going to drive service, and always good service will drive service. So when you get bad service, you have to report it, or you have to address it in order for it to be better. So let service be a driving force. So just expect that phone call, and take the 5 minutes that it's going to require. That's all. Just take the 5 minutes and answer those questions, and get good service. I know we have, at this point, we have a couple of options, lots of options actually, in terms of health care in the Cayman Islands. So every single institution has to make it a priority to treat people with respect, with care, because you have options, and especially you have insurance, and you're paying for your insurance. You expect the best, but even if not, you're a human, and you go to an institution, you do expect to be treated well and taken care of, and that you're not just a number when you show up, because sometimes people might make you feel like a number, and that doesn't feel good, because every single person is an individual, and their issue is unique, and you want to feel like you have some respect, right? And somebody cares about your about what's happening with you, right? So that's a lot of information today that I shared. Some community events, some just community information that we should know, but also some topics today on our Hot Topics Tuesday, sitting here solo. So I hope you guys got some information from that. And obviously, you can join us at any time by calling us or writing us, writing in and telling us about whatever it is you think that you'd like to hear about, for sure. Now, I just want to let you know, if you're looking for any type of skin care for 2021, if that's one of your goals, you can check out It's Me Unique Cayman. It's a skincare and cosmetics line and company, and so you've got to remember to take care of yourself. You can check them out on Instagram at It's Me Unique Cayman for information, and you can also take a look at the products on there. And you can shop on there, so there's no hassle-free shopping. Just send a message to them. You'll get a free skincare consultation, and you will get all the items that you order delivered straight to your door. So what you want to do this year is treat yourself to It's Me Unique Cayman skincare and cosmetics. So that's It's Me Unique, Unique, K-Man. Check them out on Instagram, and let that kind of be your, one of your New Year's resolutions, to take care of yourself. I'm going to take care of myself. Say that to yourself. I'm going to take care of myself this year. And that's whether you're a girl, a guy, doesn't matter. Take care of yourself. Take some time for you. And remember, what was one of the buzz terms? Work to live, not live to work. Very, very important, because we all have so much that we can be stressed about. But how about finding some stuff that we can, just use to de-stress our lives and, enjoy the journey. Another thing, are you looking for a home improvement? Maybe you want to change your porch or retile or do something. You can call Tywell Construction, and that's at 324-9460 to get an estimate. So check that out. That's Tywell Construction Limited, 324-9460. And this is a perfect time of year to do some just little additions. I have some DIY stuff going on at home, and I'm telling you, I am just not that home improvement kind of creative person. I will write you a book right now. If you want me to write you an essay, send it. If you need anything like that, call me. But to decorate something, oh my goodness, to think about changing this, changing that, oh my, that is not where my brain goes. So anyone who is able to do that, I want to do some, landscaping. I'm not a green thumb at all. Some people, they'll plant a fig and it will turn into this amazing, beautiful, tree or plant. No, if I plant it, I'm not even certain about it. But I'm not gonna let it come out of my mouth right now, because I want to change it. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna try my hand at some landscaping, some gardening, doing some stuff, because I really want to see some growth around me. Wouldn't growth be nice this year? Let's put that on the list. Growth. Yeah. All right. And with growth, I'm going to read this piece from a friend of mine's book. And she's from California. The Think It, Do It Queen, Dr. Neen. So look that book up. Think It, Do It. And it's called Cash Flow. For this little piece, it's a tiny little book filled with all of these amazing, profound things. Cash flow, and this is like it's it's one of those things that you read. No, it's not a meditation. Anyway, whatever it is, it's like you're confirming something. But it's like I allow cash flow to flow. I allow cash to flow to me and through me, and I want a healthy relationship with money in order for me to receive it and circulate abundance. Okay, so it's called cash flow. Money is like water. It is either in a vapor stage, and I've read this before to you guys. I'm going to read it again. It is either in a vapor stage where you're grasping at air, or in liquid stage where you let it flow to you, to your bills and to the things that make your life pleasant. But it can also be in a solid, non-liquid phase, such as investments. So when you choose to work with money, let it flow in a responsible manner. Remember to pay yourself first. Okay, so a lot of us don't do that. We spend it and we give it away and we do all kinds of stuff with it. But remember to pay yourself first. So that's kind of going with the don't live to work, but work to live, right? And also suggesting to tithe some of it, and then invest some of it, right? And also to give some of it away. So you can invest it in future returns. It can be business efforts. It can be with young people with promising futures. It could be community projects. It could just, something that it's going to go to a good cause, right? Sometimes I'm afraid when somebody, walks up to me and asks for money, and I can clearly kind of feel like they're going to buy drugs, or they're going to buy alcohol. Maybe just offer them a sandwich, or something, you know, like some food or some drink or something like that, instead of just saying no, but offer it in another form so that it can come back to you. So it will come back to you. But it's very important to invest in good things, and examine your relationship with money, and you have the power to direct your cash flow. And I always say, when you kind of give it, open your hands and kind of give it, your hands are open in order for you to receive it, because it really does come back. So challenge yourself this week to find something positive to do with your money. If you've not thought about anything before, think about it. Think about what you might do. You know, I was in the line getting some food one day, and there was some people behind me, and I think they were talking about, oh, I only have $5. I only have $5, and I thought, oh my goodness, you know, here's an opportunity for me to do something, and so I just said, I'll pay for your lunch today. That's my blessing to you. And they were like, what, really? So yeah, absolutely. So, you know, find somebody that you can help, you know, do something so that that money that we're kind of working for, it's going to go around, it's going around, it's going around, and it always kind of comes back to you. It really does, because the more that you give, and remember that you're going to pay yourself first, you're going to save some of your money, you are going to invest some of it, you're going to bless someone with it, and that way now you are kind of determined that it's going to come back to you, and that is for sure, right? So have that year plan. Budgeting is very, very important as well. You know, when you get ready to go into the grocery store and you just kind of free flowing in your mind, and you come out of it, you come out of the store spending so much more than you thought you were going to spend. Have a plan. So have a plan before you even step into the store, and see if you can stick with your plan. So if you stick with your plan, and you kind of thinking about, you know, what am I going to do this year? How am I going to save some money, or how I'm going to make some money work for me? Just be very, very kind of aware of what you're doing with it, right? So I'd much rather bless someone with it than just throw it on some foolishness. And I think we do that so much. We'll buy something and we'll just chuck it away because it didn't taste good, or it was whatever, and it could have costed so much money. Um, and that's, you know, really important. I saw a young person today, and they missed an appointment, and I said, well, why didn't you call? And they said, oh, I don't have any credit on my phone. I said, put $5 on your phone. Always have $5 on your phone. I don't have any money, miss. I said, you just have a Wendy's bag in your hand. So, you know, come on, don't say that, because you had $5. So it's okay, you know, to spend money on Wendy's. No one's saying anything wrong with that, because we all love that, and we should treat ourselves. But you know, look at the areas that you're spending money in, and make sure that you're making sound decisions about that. Anyway, we've almost come to the end of the show today, and I know I was here flying solo. I hope you guys got some stuff from today's show, and we will be back tomorrow with some interesting information and some guests. It will be Wellness Wednesday, so we will be talking about your wellness as usual on our Wellness Wednesdays, and always a great topic, because you know we need to be well mentally, spiritually, physically, psychologically. There's so many areas of our life that require us to pay attention and take care of ourselves to make sure that we're okay. So that's what we're going to do on Wednesday. And then, of course, Thursday, Success 101, have a great guest that I want to share with you guys and talk about their journey to success and what success looks like. And you know, it just looks different for all of us. It's not one thing, but just figuring out what works for you is really, really important. But if you decide to be in one area that's different than someone else, it doesn't mean that they're more successful than you. It just means that it's different. We're all different people. So creating that niche for yourself, you know, coming up with your own goals and working towards your goals is what's important. So always remember that, you have to stay on track and to create the life that you want. And you have to believe that you can create the life that you want, right? And you have the power. You are not, kind of just letting things happen, but you are kind of happening to things, right? So always bear that in mind, that you are walking with the power to create the life that you want, and to be the master of your own destiny. So what's being the master of your own destiny, and understanding kind of what that means. When I'm the master of my own destiny, then I'm creating what my what's next looks like. And how do I do that? By setting something up that's going to translate to what I want, or it's going to render the results that I want in my life, right? And that gives me the power. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. You guys have a great afternoon and a great evening. Enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, enjoy your life. And remember, you don't live to work. You're going to work to live. Take care. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Gotta keep moving. That's right. Gotta stay.